So when Wanda went on Instagram and made this post, I am addressing this interview and it only remained up for 48 hours because this demon Buju Banton is not worthy of staying on Win's page. Let me start by saving this. When it comes to artistry, it kinda get blackout. You see me people, so me can't really see that part. So me go to skip and go to what me can actually read. You want to call Wayne greedy and accuse him of lying about wanting credit for the work he helped create. You also said Wayne never checked on you while you were in prison. Let's tell the truth. Wayne came to see you when you were in Tampa jail, when you were brought out and picked up. When you were brought out and picked up the phone, you saw him on the camera. You held your head down for almost 25 minutes before finally saying you are real surprised. After that, he came to visit you several times when you were released on bail and placed under house arrest at your home in Tamarack. Wayne came almost every morning and spent entire days with you while the police monitored the house during your trial. He was there constantly until the day you were found guilty and taken into custody. He never came that same day to see you again. Once you were moved to prison, Wayne asked a mutual friend how he could come and see you. And you were the one who said you didn't want him visiting because you didn't like the guards having to pat you down. So the story, you can see say that blurred out. I don't know what it is, so I skip that part there. You also seem to have forgotten when his little was a lot. When he used to pick you up and take you to his shows, studio sessions, and just about everywhere he was going. When you rode your bicycle from Park Lane to Ligani in that one red, green and yellow mesh you wore all week, sitting on steps for hours waiting for him to wake up, leaving that bicycle for 4 weeks while he took you everywhere in his car, sharing that little he had at that time. You were blessed with that talent and you still have the talent, yet it was never enough for you. You are so money hungry. This only below the surface. So keep pushing because it's not you alone can do interviews and people would be shocked if they truly knew who you really are. Let's talk facts. Wayne, Frankie and you, Buju wrote Murderer in Japan 1992. Frankie Share disappeared and the song was released with only Wayne and Buju credited. A few months ago, a company wanted to release the song for a movie and that's when it came to our attention that Wayne was no longer listed as a writer. It turns out that in 1995 when you signed your record deal, Wayne's name had been removed. For over 30 years, royalties connected to that work were collected by you, Buju, while Wayne had no clue this had happened because Murderer continued to appear on the statement from the original 1992 release. Deportee, the idea for the song actually came from one of Wayne's friends who had been deported. Wayne and Frankie then wrote the song together in their hotel room. When Buju came to the island, they played it for him and he asked them to let him record it. They agreed because at that time they believed they were all working as a team. When the song was released, it was credited only to Buju and Wayne, and Frankie Share was again removed. Wayne spoke to Buju and Jermaine numerous times on Frankie's behalf, but nothing changed. It's Not an Easy Road was written while on tour in Europe. They were hungry, stopped at a restaurant and weren't allowed inside. Back on the bus, Wayne, Frankie and Buju and a backup singer started vibing those words together, yet the full credit went to Buju. You, Buju, tried to take the roof from over the heads of your baby mother and 5 children, all under 18, and she had to take you to court, yet you're calling Wayne greedy. Make it make sense. Kiss me teeth. And those are just few examples. Wayne has never spoke publicly about many of these things because his heart and character would not allow him to tear down on anyone publicly. But when false narratives been circulating, he addressed the matter in a few interviews, still with restraint and respect. Last year, you, Buju, called repeatedly asking Wayne to record songs with you for your new album. Wayne simply was not interested. You also asked for him to make a couple appearances at some of your shows last year, but Wayne did not answer your calls. I was the one who eventually took the call. I had not spoken to you since you were released from prison. A mutual friend asked me to take the call out of respect for him, so I agreed. During the conversation, you said you had already asked Wayne for forgiveness. I explained that Wayne was simply tired of the situation where you were concerned. Knowing Wayne, he still eventually agreed to make a few appearances. However, it did not take long to see that nothing had really changed. After speaking with Wayne, you still went behind his back and spoke about him like a bitch. OMG. And months later, the truth all came to light. Mark Anthony Mary, aka Buju, Banton, it's amazing how you can sit in that interview criticizing Wayne. Every accusation you make is really a reflection of yourself, and in many other interviews where you preach positivity, remember to apply it to your own life instead of presenting a false image to the world. You are unhappy as if. Wayne Wonder continues to stand on respect, humility, and truth. That has always been his way.
By the drama. I was watching something on YouTube, and there was like a 30-year issue between Wayne Wonder and Buju. I watched a video today driving here.
30-year issue?
Yeah, almost a 30-year where something about guys were cool, and then things changed, and then he got called to be a part of the peace concert that you did, not the walk. You did a concert when you first came home. He got called, and then he wanted you to call him directly, and then he tried to maintain a relationship, and then it couldn't happen. I don't know. So I was watching that, so that's why I asked that. I was trying to lead somewhere to ask that. Like, that's why I was asking about ego earlier. Like, what leads to people? I don't know if that's true, first of all, but what if you are cool with somebody?
No situation is ever permanent, and life of ups and downs and flaws. Just leave it at that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I respect that.
No one was meant to be in your life forever, you know.
Why you look at things like that, though?
Because it's a reality. You didn't bond with your friend, but you bond with your...
All people reach the end of the show, but before we go, we have Vibes Kartel speaking about Sumfest, touring after Sumfest, and his tour next year. So basically, Vibes Kartel book out this year, next year, and the year before, year after. I don't know how Vibes Kartel are gonna manage doing so many shows. I know it can be exhausting, but in the day, him name World Boss, him have to live up to him name, and him have many fans in the world. I just hope say he can try tour everywhere in the world, make dancehall more global, and make himself push himself internationally more, cause a lot of people might not know who Vibes Kartel is. So big up to Vibes Kartel, and big up to see them, and just know say God are greatest as always. You see me, people?
Yeah, me there Boston this year. Tour sick, just believe me, tour mad. We active with there Boston this year, man. You know the ships, New York, Philly, the whole thing, Miami, London, Germany, Skirt, everywhere. Guadeloupe, we there Guadeloupe the day after Sumfest. Look out for that. Big up DJ Mac. Yeah, man. Big up Owen and Allen Media. Yeah, man. Curry chicken and roti pie. And the doubles capucci. You can't left out the doubles. Yeah, mean. Big up Share. Yeah, mean. Bigger explorer than Dora. Yeah, Toronto same way. We come shell Toronto this year again, man. Freedom Street is on again. Nothing change. Just here. Yeah, Candy. Doubles. Big up the whole Antigua. Yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Yes. One shape on the app. Walk and talk on my audio when me just said Me not give an interview. You try to use style. But I really talk Kartel. You hear me, I tell you. Big up in a Chad. You mean, when you see I go to church and I tell you, say, yo, put in a word of prayer for me. I don't know if you hear. If me and Mavado link back. Me and Mavado no link no back. Big up David. We are shell the globe this year. Yeah, man. Gaza Gully. Yeah, man. Forward into an arena near you. Have a stadium. Look out.